I'm Lisa Collins, coming to you live from NAB Show 2024, and I'm delighted to be joined by James Uren from MoSys. James, thanks for being with us today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
James, tell us a little bit about MoSys.
Sure. So MoSys do kind of three things, really. We make camera robotics, so robots that you can put cameras on, various cranes, heads, jibs for different sizes of camera and stuff like that. And then we do camera tracking systems. So there's various different ways you can track a camera with encoding in your grip, or our most kind of common way of tracking is something we call Star Tracker. And our Star Tracker Max, which is our new tracking system, is an optical system that you put on your camera, and it very accurately gives you the position of that camera. And that's really important in virtual production.
Yeah, absolutely. And what would you say is your biggest differentiator?
Well, we actually were the originators of this concept. My great friend and colleague, Martin Parsley, invented this concept of using retroreflective stickers, which are retroreflective is like on the side of an emergency vehicle where it reflects directly back, using these tiny stickers that you put in the ceiling of the studio. And then we call those the stars. And then we illuminate them with infrared light. And then we see a star map, we see a constellation, and that's how we track. And that's a really accurate way of tracking in a multi-camera studio environment. So it's perfect for broadcast. And now with more virtual production happening in film stages, it works really well in those LED environments as well. So, and as well as doing the camera tracking, we also take it a bit further than that. So we build software directly inside the Unreal Engine, which is the most common game engine that's used for virtual production. And we build software directly in there. We call it VP Pro, and it's a system that takes our camera position from the tracking system and information about the lens and allows you to do virtual production just natively in Unreal. And that means you can do AR, you can do green screen keying, or you can do LED in-camera visual effects, or even XR, where so there's loads of these R's now. The XR is where we extend the LED wall with additional graphics around. So your LED wall's this wide, we can actually extend that by feathering in an extension. That means we can pan the camera all around and create a much bigger virtual environment. So we do that stuff as well as just the camera tracking. We've actually now figured out how to get all of that through the whole chain. So we kind of do virtual production solutions.
Cool. And what are you showing here at NAB Show?
So we're over in the central hall, right in the middle there. We have we're showing all of our robotic head range. So we've got there's various different ones. I won't list them all, but we've got different payloads for different camera sizes and different control systems too. So some people want to control it with hand wheels, some people want a pan bar, some people want a little joystick. So we have all of those on show. And then every hour we're also doing a full XR multi-camera presentation demo where we're showing how we can use our new mocapture system, which is a mocap system that uses AI. So mocap allows us to use these little cameras in the ceiling to capture the presenter's kind of skeleton, if you like, and then we can use that to trigger graphics in the broadcast environment. So we're doing a nice demo of that. We have a wonderful dancer who kind of is dancing with all these particles coming out, and it's really nice. And those are added on in AR in real time through Unreal Engine and VP Pro.
Cool. And what can we expect from MoSys in the future?
Well, we are continuing to innovate. We are the big innovators in this sector, and we've got lots of new kind of workflow and software features that make virtual production easier. My sort of mission in life, if you like, is to try and close the gap that we have in virtual production at the moment. And we have to do that from two sides, really. We have to make the technology smarter and easier to use. And we have to train people to use that technology so we can make the most of it, because as this is developing, it's kind of become a little bit of a cocktail of tools and very difficult for operators to get their heads around. I want to make that simpler, and that's really where our focus is, to try and allow people to use the Unreal Engine in its native form, high-end quality camera tracking. And really, that's all you need then to do virtual production. That's where I would like to be this time at NAB next year.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for joining us today, James, and I wish you success for the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Thanks.